It is time to get into things. The secret sauce for today is opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. That is a quote from Thomas Edison. On the docket today, Thread Guy makes it to the Trump dinner. 2024 U.S. election could impact crypto. Harris may tighten regulations. Trump may deregulate. Google Wallet adding digital passport support and expanding its transit features. Justin's son has officially challenged Vitalik Buterin to a boxing match at Crypto Fight Week, and Binance launches the Hamster Secret Airdrop for the Hamster Kombat token. Kamala Harris's campaign raises $361 million. Trump's campaign faces financial strain. Van Eck analysis suggests both Harris and Trump winning will do good for the crypto space, and Raoul Powell predicts that Bitcoin could exceed 200 grand by early next year, and TrueX has launched a non-custodial stablecoin native crypto exchange. Chaos to clarity, noise to narrative. It is Sunday, September 22nd. It would have been my father's 83rd birthday today. And it is time for some rare bits. Today, the crypto greed and fear index is coming in at a 52. We are down 2 from yesterday. Crypto market cap is about $2.257 trillion, basically flat over the last 24 hours. 24-hour volume is also down about 1.5%. That is all about to turn around in the next few days. Bitcoin dominance, 55.31%. Ethereum dominance, 13.82%. Top crypto search term for the normies is Nero, ticker sign NEIRO. It is up 1,816% on the 7-day. It has been on our list repeatedly. Many opportunities to get into this. 44 days until the election. And before we get into some news, let us check the numbers for the nerds. And the crypto heat map is not looking great at the moment. We are having a bit of a flush out called red. We are blushing. Bitcoin trading at $62,691. Basically flat for the day, but we are still up 7% for the week. Ethereum trading at $2,544, up 10% on the week. BNB, $584, up 6% on the week. Salami, $142, up 8.3% on the week. XRP trading at 58 cents. It's only got a measly 1.8 to the good for the week, but we will take it. Toncoin trading at $5.55. It is up 0.12 on the week. This has been a really tough coin to predict. I still don't think we go below $5.50. We are nearing that 5.50 mark. We are probably going to do some technicals on this in the Substack tomorrow. I think a lot of this, just seeing Pavel Durov get arrested, and we're seeing the ripple effect of that. And so people, I don't think, have found complete confidence that things are going to be okay. It is a coin that to me has the potential to go absolutely parabolic if it is played right. On my hit list, helium is up 11% on the day, Sui up 5.9%. Everything else has recently turned red. Top 20 searches in the last 24 hours. Again, put the top 5 on a notepad and do some research. Saga, Sui, Aptos, Say, and Manta Network. Absolutely all of these are worth your research. I promise you. Top 20 most visited coins in the last 7 days. Nero, Baby Dogecoin, Saga, Sui, and IONET. I'm just going to keep running down because they're all fabulous. Layer Zero, Celestia, ZK Sync, Ethereum, Solana, and Bitcoin. Understand, Ethereum, Solana, and Bitcoin are coming in at 9, 10, and 11 on this list. There is parabolic activity afoot. You need to get on board. Top meme coins by market capitalization. At the moment, everything is in the red. Doge is down 1.78%. Bohm trading 4.5% to the negative. Shiba Inu down almost 2%. Pepe down 3%. Floki down 3.92%. Bonk down almost 6%. WIF down 4.16%. And Brett basically trading flat, almost down 1%. I bet we see these turn around first thing in the morning, which I am excited about. Now we are going to have a little beer horn and get into some what the fuck news. Hezbollah, as you know, there have been pagers, walkie-talkies, all kinds of crazy shit exploding. Supposedly Hezbollah retaliated against Israel with a bunch of rocket launches. It is just gone to complete chaos. I do not see an end to this anytime soon. Next up, we had a nut job in Birmingham decide to shoot a bunch of people. A bunch of other people got involved. A bunch of guns were fired. 4 people dead, 18 injured. It happened in the nightlife district, a place you got to be careful dancing. Now, we have a Marxist leader. He won Sri Lanka's presidential election in a historic runoff. Why does this even hit my radar? Well, because he's a fucking Marxist, and it shows a huge change in that country's policies. Other countries with crazy Marxist ideologies, China, Cuba, Vietnam, Laos, and North Korea. There's more on this in my Substack, but watching countries turn, it's like they're entering the dark side. And we need to get them back to the light side. That is super important. Biggest gainers in the last 24 hours, Safe, Pendle, Zeta Chain, Aether, AMP. Those were to the good. We're not even going to mention the bad ones because you can see them on the screen, or you can get them in my Substack every single morning. Now we are going to get into the meat and potatoes, the 2024 U.S. election. It is 1,000% going to affect the impact of the crypto landscape. Now, there is rumor that Kamala Harris is talking with Anthony Scaramucci about trying to develop a plan. I'm not a huge fan of Scaramucci's. I do not think. It seems like when he got ousted from the Trump organization, he has just made it his lifelong goal to be a thorn in Trump's side. So I understand there's a bunch of water under that bridge for both gentlemen. That's all I'm going to comment on it. But I don't know. So we have some people saying that Bitcoin is going to rocket to 80K if Trump gets elected. And if Kamala gets elected, we're going to see it do a sharp reversal and drop down to $40,000. So this is a really critical juncture. We're going to get into the poly market odds and where we are today, but this is huge. The outcome for our crypto bags could be dramatic. And do I think long-term it will end up in the exact same place? Yes. Difference is with Trump, we get there starting in January. With the Democratic Party, we start getting there in 10 fucking years. It's a big difference. So I am watching this. I have been watching this. It is a race that is important, but we're going to get into a Van Eck prediction, which I found really interesting, that might cool us down a little bit. And it's so funny, the NFT space. I have been an NFC nerd for a long time, just following that technology and what you can do with it. NFTs are so similar. Once we combine NFTs, NFCs, games, and crypto and gambling, those 5 things, you will have a home run package. I don't care what it looks like. It could be a sneaker, a shirt, a beanie, a hat, a scarf, a watch. Put those 5 things together and you have a recipe for a home run. But I found this really interesting. We have Google Wallet. They are stepping up, and it looks like they are going to be giving us the ability to create a digital travel international passport that will reside in your Google Wallet. All this stuff is super cool. These initiatives take so much time to get pushed into the mainframe. And what's interesting is that mainframe usually appears to be somewhere in Europe because they are progressive with their technology. Very different than the United States, who has gone stagnant. Thank you, Joe Biden. Google is going to do you to digitally store your passport by taking a selfie video for verification. While currently accepted by certain TSA checkpoints, these digital IDs will not replace the physical IDs for travel yet. Very important. We need to see if the tech works and make sure it's infallible before we get to the point where the physical copy becomes obsolete. And if you think about things future forward, when there is no longer a physical passport and it is a digital document, that will be the stamp that we have progressed into a new age. That one thing, your travel international passport, when that is fully digital, Web3 is actually here. Not until that point. TSA, they are going to be a thorn in everybody's side. It is mandatory that government agencies start to get on board with this. Think of the reduction in time, just holding up your phone and scanning, opening your passport, laying it down, moving it. I mean, come on. You are taking photos of everybody when they're standing in line. You can confirm them as they're standing in line. The passport is the last thing that you need to share before you get on a flight. It should take 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds. The fact that we have to stand in line is moronic. So I think all of these things are ways for us to get this happening. Keep in mind, there are a couple people that have decided, or a couple places that have decided to jump on board with this. We have New Mexico and Ohio. They are going to be some of the rollout states that are going to be trying these digital IDs. The app is also geared around enhancing transit options for public transit in local jurisdictions. What's even more interesting is Google is going to implement this into some of their new Gmail, and the functionality that you will have through your Gmail and your travel documents and your identification will all be seamless. It will all be verifiable. It is very exciting. I hope Apple is coming up with something similar. We have Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, has officially challenged Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, to a boxing match for Crypto Fight Week, all happening in Dubai, December 6, 2024. Keep in mind, Justin Sun did not want this to be a violent match. He wanted to use large gloves and just have it be a community building event. I put this tale of the tape this morning together. Justin Sun, age 34, his height is 5'7", his reach is 61 inches. His neck is 15 inches with a bicep range looking at about 5.5 to 5.75%. His favorite game is Sandbox. His spirit animal is the cat. His blockchain is Tron. His IQ is unknown. Net worth, $1.4 billion. It is probably more than that at this moment in time. And his code name given to him by his opponent is the dictator. Now we have Ethereum hero Vitalik Buterin. He is age 30. His height is 6'1". His reach, his wingspan, we should call it, is 77 inches. His neck is 13 inches. His bicep matches that of his competitor, coming in at 5.5 inches. His favorite game, World of Warcraft. And his spirit animal, as you can see on his shirt, is the unicorn. His blockchain is Ethereum. His IQ is confirmed at 257. His net worth is around $553 million, and his code name is VGod. Do some research on what VGod means. It is awesome. I am absolutely stoked to see this match. It's really funny. So all of this stuff, this is not a new argument. Justin Sun has been poking the bear with Vitalik all the way back to 2021. I think Vitalik may have actually started it by calling Justin a dictator. So all of this stuff is absolutely awesome. We also have a similar feud with Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. We should see them, that four in a ring on one evening in Dubai for December 6th would be magical. That would change X, Facebook, Web3, gaming, and Crypto Fight Week. It would change it all in about 18 minutes, because that's how long I think those two fights combined would last. Okay, so what are we looking at? Ethereum has seen a 3.3% increase in value, trading above 2,500. Tron has been stable around 0.15 cents, despite their rivalry. Sun has previously praised Vitalik's blockchain insights, highlighting his competitive dynamic and his thoughtful takes on the crypto space that engages investors and sparks important discussions. Binance, these guys have come to the rescue. They have launched the Hamster Secret Airdrop campaign for the Hamster Kombat token, ticker sign HMSTR, beer horn time. Users can earn from a total reward pool of 30,000 in Hamster tokens by completing missions, logging in daily, depositing at least 100 USDT, and referring friends who also make deposits. You got to make the fucking pyramid scheme work. You got to put oil in the machine and tell your friends to put more oil in the machine so you can take your oil out before they do. Anyway, this hamster token is absolutely going to be huge. These two airdrops with Cadison and Hamster are going to be, I think, the largest airdrops in crypto history to date. All of this stuff is a popular Telegram-based text battle game where users train and compete with none other than hamsters to attract both crypto and non-crypto players. The player count for this game is off the charts. They were the #1 most, they acquired more YouTube subscribers than anyone in history until Ronaldo did something. Anyway, to be second to Ronaldo is no small feat. So I am excited to see this hamster token kick off. I've been fucking around with all these games just to see what's going on with them. This one seems to have a little... Okay, so we got to get into some numbers that are floating around with all these crazy Democrats throwing money at Kamala. Wall Street, Silicon Valley, Hollywood, all of these absolute nut jobs. They are boosting Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign. They raised about $361 million just in the month of August. Democratic parties total about $404 million. And in contrast, DJT, our man, he only brought in about $130 million, but it also cost him about $162 million just to get shit done. That dinner with Thread guy, that should have $25,000. That should have helped out. Apparently not enough. Harris established a lead in fundraising aided by high-profile clients and substantial contributions from finance and entertainment industry figures. Notably from the crypto world, we had a defector. We had Ripple Labs co-founder Christian Larson get his crazy hair up his ass. He decided to give $1 million in XRP. Meanwhile, Trump gained support from the crypto industry. Yes! Elon Musk, he contributed about $289,000. Elon, I think you could absolutely up that a little bit. Like, what kind of game are you playing? But I do understand that you had Trump on your platform, and that is worth gold to that campaign. Hey, either give him some more money or let's have another interview. How about that? Because we need to have an interview that is not two dudes talking. Let's have a fucking interview for a presidential candidate and ask him some great questions, okay? Because that did not happen on the first interview. It was a great, thoughtful interview. It's not what I want listening to a president that is getting ready to battle the other side. We need wind in our sails, Elon. Put that together. Okay, next up, we have Van Eck. These guys, I absolutely love these guys. Why? Because they say shit's gonna go up no matter what. Both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump presidency could be bullish for Bitcoin. That is what I'd like to hear. The broader crypto market, it is definitely going to respond differently. We have analysts saying one is going to 80, one's going to 40. Yes, that's fucking different. But Harris may retain SEC chair. No clarity, Gary, which is an absolute mistake. But I did hear that there is word that they are trying to put the kibosh on the boob known as Elizabeth Warren. Oh my God. So without Elizabeth Warren in that mix, we have John Deaton stepping in. Does no clarity Gary become a thoughtful individual and put progress ahead of everything? Because we are at a juncture for our country that is as important as the internet. And if we do not capture this, we are going to lose. Trust me. And the minute we step the wrong way, everybody outside of the United States is going to double down. We're going to see companies, innovators, thought leaders all flock to countries that are favorable for innovation in the crypto industry. Do not pass this by. We have Bernstein. They forecast Bitcoin could rise to $80,000 to $90,000 if Trump wins. They say Kamala is going to ring the bell with $30,000 to $40,000. Despite differing predictions, analysts expect Bitcoin to reach new all-time highs by the end of 2024. So that is really interesting because keep in mind, we've got what, basically 44 days until the election. The election happens. The new president is not sworn in until January 6th. So from November to January, we don't even know how long it's going to take to count the votes. Is there going to be upheaval over the decision? Will the decision be fair? Is it provably fair? Was it on the blockchain? No. How many illegal aliens voted in the election? How is that verifiable? Did you have to show up with ID at the election? You have to show up with ID to do everything, but apparently you can show up and vote without ID. So all these questions will be answered. And if I'm off base on any of these things, yeah, please let me know. And I'm anxiously awaiting to see the results of what happens and how this transpires. But I am, rest assured, positive that fireworks are coming and it will be time to get your popcorn out. Raoul Paul, you know what? I'm going to beer horn to Raoul. I think his weekly wrap-up show, he does Drinks with Raoul, and he usually drinks wine, and I drink fine IPA, and it is nectar of the gods. And while I understand wine is also delicious, there is a taste to be had when you sample really good IPA from breweries that really know what they're doing. The Yellow Rose Smash IPA, it absolutely ranks on, it might be the #1 hazy IPA on the chart for so many reasons. It is absolutely delicious. So I contend that this is equally as delicious, if not more fulfilling than wine. Now we could go back and drink some dated wine that is absolutely delicious. I am really off stream. Okay, he thinks this shit is going to go to 200K by early next year. He put up a video recently highlighting how Bitcoin typically moves. It increases over the 3-month periods. Pal points at charts. He's got a bunch of great people on there. He's awesome to listen to. He likes macroeconomics and the conditions, and we are just moving into that zone. Again, my call, I put this out 5-6 months ago, that Bitcoin, everything starts happening 9/24/24. So we're about 2 days away from that, where if your bags are not packed, you will wish they had been. That is my prediction. It has been my number, my date for when I think we start seeing a shift. We have Monday, the 23rd. We're almost back into that full work mode. All the kids are back at school. Parents are back doing their thing. Work is booming. We are getting ready for the end of the year. Monday is a recalibration day. Absolutely, everybody is back from vacation. Most people are going to be back from Singapore, from all of the conferences. By Tuesday, everybody will be settled at their terminals, in my view, across the world. And that date, magic starts to happen. So I love seeing people say shit's going to go up, and I absolutely believe it. TrueX is a new crypto exchange launched by former Coinbase executive Vishal Gupta. He is an engineer. He did it with Patrick McCary. All of this aims to be a safer alternative to traditional exchanges. What they're trying to do is remove the taste of FTX from your mouth forever. They are going to do it by adopting a non-custodial platform. The stablecoin native model separates trading assets from custody, and it enhances trust and security. Client assets are held by Paxos, an absolutely qualified exchange and custodial partner. Institutional adoption of crypto rising. TrueX is going to be focusing on transparency, execution quality, and efficient trading. The stablecoin market now is currently valued at $170 billion. It sees an increase in vital crypto ecosystem. Now, we have some big news from Tokyo Tower. So, this Galaxy.com, Galaxy is an identity protocol. It is a permissionless, self-sovereign identity infrastructure powered by zero-knowledge proof technology. You can own, manage, and share your verifiable credentials securely and privately. So all of these things are coming down the pike. Now, we have this new Galaxy Quest, which has just come out. So there's going to be information and links for this in my bio. And just to give you an idea, the Galaxy website is at GALXE. They have about 1.4 million followers currently. These guys are kicking up some dust. I'm going to put some links in the end of this video so you can figure out how to get in on this thing. It just kicked off. There is ways you can start clicking and earning and do all kinds of fun shit. If you are still craving crypto clarity, you can subscribe to my Substack today. Warning, rare bits may cause hodling.